Hey guys, J-Man here. It's Monday, so it's Legion of Superheroes talk, unless it's the second Monday of the month, in which case we're on Earth B on Clobberin Times channel talking about Bob Haney, our favorite writer of all time. See you later, Alan Moore. You're done. Sorry, buddy, you're out. It's now Bob Haney. No, I'm just joking. But okay, so today we're going to be talking about some Legion of Superheroes, of course. It's going to be Adventure Comics number 307, 308, 309. I did post a poll because we have some new characters in this one. So that's going to be exciting. Let us know who you like. So far, we've got Lightning Lass, Element Lad, and Jungle King, or Monster Master, if you prefer. Element Lad is winning the day, man. He's got 100% of the votes so far, which is awesome. This Wednesday, me and Steve will be talking about the Women of Wrestling. So there's Money in the Bank. So that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Friday, Sean's taking the day off. So it's going to just be a random free-for-all. I'll come up with something. I might actually look at the Adventure Comics Superboy stories and just kind of go through them quickly and just have a chill stream. Because we've been skipping those. And I actually been reading them, and they're actually pretty fun. So I thought, you know what, why don't we look at those as well? And I am today wearing a new shirt from Bearded Shirts. So this is Princess Projectra and Karate Kid. So this is like the couples shirts. And they're not an official sponsor or anything like that, but I order a lot of stuff from them, and Clobby does as well. So I just want to give them a shout out. It's beardedshirts.com. They've got Legion stuff. They've got not just Legion stuff. They also have JSA stuff. And if you do order anything, just maybe in the comments, let them know that I took you to that I brought you to the site. They've got a sale on, and they always pick a Legionnaire of the month. I think it's Saturn Girl right now. So Saturn Girl stuff is cheap. Their glasses are great. Again, they're not an official sponsor, but I order from them, and I just wanted to give them a shout out. They're great. Great guys. They're the owners. Awesome. It's amazing customer service. So check them out. All right. Let's bring in our regular.
Hey, J-Man.
Hey.
So,
all right. I'm getting addicted to the glasses from the pint glasses.
Yes,
I now drink a lot more beer just to use the Superboy glass.
It's encouraging you to drink more beer now.
Yeah. Well, you can put anything you want. You can put anything you
I
like.
guess, yeah.
All right, let's bring in our special guest for these Legion talks, pretty much the man who inspired these talks. And so let's bring in Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Clobberin times. What is up, my buddy? Look at Lord Thoth. Avon lives. Long live the Legion, brother.
Yeah, so we've got So we got Lord Thoth already. Here. We got Chris Berger, of course. Stephen M. Who else we got? Phantom Outsider.
Yeah, Fanty.
Well, okay. I'm like way behind on these chats. I didn't realize that there was all this going on behind my back here.
What a great group, man. All right.
Yeah, I try to keep up, but like sometimes it's tough, right? Because it goes really fast and like people don't see it. Like if you're looking at the chat, that's one thing, but in StreamYard, well, Clobby, it jumps. Like it'll.
Boy, does it ever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you lost. It's like you lost who started or whatever, right? So I kind of
go all the way back, but sometimes it just jumps on you like that. It gets crazy.
Yeah. So okay. So I think I got everybody. Yes, I did get everybody. Okay, perfect. All right. So we're doing 3 today. So we'll let me get the screen set up here. And Joe just popped in while we were talking as well.
Just Joe Jobber. What's up, buddy? Hey, Jobber.
307. So we're on 307. Let me get 307 up here. Yeah. Oh, Brian, thanks for coming in.
Got a cool crowd here today.
I think that is everybody now. So the first one's 307, right? So let's get that up.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to share my screen. We can get the credits. Clobby, do you have your?
Yeah, let me get there. Would you mind if I did the second?
Sure.
308. That have reasons.
Okay, yeah, I'll do 307. Clobby, you can do 308, and Sean can do 309.
Well, our comics. Legion story for Adventure Comics. That's classic here. I like classic. What's up, buddy?
Yep. I was on Classics channel last night. We were bitching about Indiana Jones 5.
Oh, good.
I apologize in advance for ranting. I think I ranted more than he did. The problem is like, don't get me ranting because then I just won't stop talking.
Oh.
So, but anyway.
I plan to do more ranting about it. I'm not done. Okay, so our Legion story of this evening from Adventure Comics number 307. My good friends, my Legionnaires, written by the great science fiction author Edmund Hamilton, with art, both pencils and inks, by Mr. John Forte. As always, inked by the crazy man, Mort Weisinger.
All right, so let's get going here now. I didn't read this Superboy story, so I did. What am I talking about? I did read the Superboy story. It was great. Okay, but we're not going to talk about that here. Maybe I'll throw it up on Friday. We'll see. All right. Tales of Legion of Superheroes: The Secret Power of the Mystery Superhero. Now, how do we know it's a mystery? Because he's got a question mark on his chest. I think it's Edward Nigma. I think it's the Riddler.
Lad.
So
Mystery Lad. I love that it's Mystery Lad. I think we're going to call you Mystery Lad.
Now,
guys,
when this is all explained, so I'm not saying anything negative because actually I love all these stories. Oh, I might own this comic. I forgot to check. Shoot, I forgot. I'll check and see if I own this one. I love that at first I was like, well, don't they have to explain their powers in order to join? But then there is, asterisk, there is something that happens. So here we're introduced that, Mystery Boy, well, who's this? What's his power? And they actually ask the reader to guess the power.
Point of interest about this, counselor. I'm not sure about this because I've got a plan to go back and check since we're this early in. As you know, we don't know he doesn't have his real superhero name yet. Right. So they actually gave his real name, which is of course Jan Ara is this character's name, which everyone, if the Legion fans know is Element Lad, shocker, right? Right. However, I wonder if this is the first of these stories that we've been reading that they've given us an actual, other than a superhero name.
Oh.
I don't think they've given them names yet. If I remember right, I don't think they've been giving anybody names yet. So I've never gone back and wondered when did they first get names, That because the Legion name game, I mentioned this before, buddies of mine, we're nuts about the Legion. We play the game sometimes. For example, we would throw a name out, like if either the superhero name or their real name. Like if I said Jan or Rob, my buddy would have to say Element Lad, for example.
Right.
If you said Clark Kent, you said say Superboy. If you say Superboy, you have to say Clark Kent Callow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a dopey, silly game we play, and we do it with all of them. But I've never really thought about it until just we started doing this, a week or two ago. We've been reading these stories, and they don't have names other than their superhero monikers. And they started the other way around with him.
I feel like we've seen some names in the past, though.
Maybe. I'm going to go back and check because I don't think so. And I love how we're in the 21st century in this one, and then next week, well, never mind.
Yeah, they still haven't worked that out.
I think they're maybe getting over that hump.
Yeah, I know 30th was mentioned. Well, one of these three will mention 30th. I don't remember which one, but one of them will mention it.
So the name, it's just a weird thing for me. I'm thinking right at this point, I don't think they have real names yet. They just have, except for, well, you might be the first one to get a real name other than, obviously, Superboy. And even, well, look, Monel, I mean, they gave him that fake name Bob Cobb, but he doesn't have his name yet either, Lorgand. So,
because Monel was the Superboy made-up name because it was Monday and L for his name.
So far as I know, I don't think we've got any. I mean, maybe, Sean, if you remember one, I'll go back. Now, since we're this early on, I'm going to go backtrack and make sure. I don't think so.
I mean, there's the substitute heroes, the one guy, Breck.
Breck Bannon. Did they give him a name in that one?
Yeah, they did. They call him Breck.
Okay.
In that story. But that's but I know, I feel like some of the Legion characters, they just like slip in a name here and there.
I don't know. I don't remember. Cosmic Boy is Rock, right? R-O.
His name is Rock Kryn, but I don't know if they've given a name yet.
I feel like they might have, but I'm not sure because that's the only name that I remember. My problem is that I started with Superboy 197 and got to like 213, 214, and now I've gone back. So the problem is that
they used the names all the time back then.
Yeah. So I can't remember. It's like not Mandela effect, but just like did it because it's like this is all within what, like a year. So I'm like, I don't remember if I just knew that name before, or if they said it. You know what I mean? I can't remember.
Dirk Morgana
He's Sun Boy.
was named in
they named him? Okay, good.
in Adventure Comics 302. That's the one where they expel him from the team.
Right.
And then Cosmic Boy is like, Dirk Morgana, that's your real name, for you are no longer Sun Boy.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So like I feel like here and there they sprinkle them in.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I didn't want to derail you there. It was something I've been thinking about. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and I also feel like Sun Boy is really getting like the A-class treatment. Like at first I'm like Cosmic Boy's clearly the best, and I'm like this Sun Boy is really getting kind of pushed in wrestling terms. In wrestling terms, we call it a push. Like they're really pushing Sun Boy.
He is radiant.
I'm like, he is radiant, and they really want him. So in wrestling terms, they really want him to get over. It's like they really want this guy to get over.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite villains of all time happen to be the Sinister Astronauts, because this is what astronauts typically do. They're very sinister in nature, so it's just a natural progression.
Yes.
And they all look like Rocket Robin Hood villains, which
Yes.
oh man, give me high five for the
Nice.
love Rocket Robin Hood here.
My new office downtown is right next door to the building that they did all the art for Rocket Robin Hood. Apparently, I did research around there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's awesome!" So
and the Spider-Man cartoon then,
and a Spider-Man cartoon as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey FK, how's it going?
AFK.
All right. Okay, so the Sinister Astronauts, they're just dicks going around stealing stuff. So they're looking for a certain object, which we're going to find out what object that is a bit later. But so they're attacking this planet. This guy contacts Cosmic Boy. And Cosmic Boy is the leader pretty much, right? Like, I mean, it just seems like, I don't know. I know they had that thing where they could vote, but I feel like Saturn Girl was only the leader for that one issue, and then it got reverted, right? Or I don't know. They don't really say.
I think it's Cos, yeah.
Yeah, Cosmic Boy. Okay. All right. So we've got. We're too late. Okay, we must have light, Sun Boy. So these guys have stolen these bulbs. They're just like light bulbs. So Sun Boy's going to create light to give these people time to create more of these bulbs that were taken. So we don't know why they're taken. It just seems like just random thievery, right? But we know that the astronauts are looking for somebody. All right. So basically here, they're trying to figure out what's going on. They need someone. A lot of the Legionnaires are already doing other things, so they need someone to help them out. So they're doing a recruitment process. Again, they love doing this recruitment process. And I feel like they need someone quicker. They should have some guys on reserve already, but I guess that'll be, we could address that later.
If I were there, I would make up some stupid superpower that I could fake, and then when they turn me down, I would give me a flight belt.
I was thinking that myself, but I wouldn't do that since I'm an upstanding person.
You wouldn't.
I would never.
It was fun to say.
I would never trick the Legion.
My point being, why give them a flight belt when they were? Why would you give them a flight belt when they reject? When you get rejected? When they reject, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like a villain could exploit that very easily. Yeah. Especially if they fake their powers, like that one guy who had like an electronic backpack and he was shooting stuff. It's like, well, why would you? I'm not giving that guy a flight. But sometimes they give them one, and sometimes they don't. I feel like it feels like it's a bit random.
I think they give. I don't know. They didn't mention it in this one, but they did another one and another one coming up. But I like this guy's dumb powers. I can radiate green rays.
Yeah,
that's great, dude. Are you Green Lantern? Well, no, but okay.
Yeah, I do like green. That's my favorite color. But and then this guy,
green. She's green.
Yeah, Camera Eye.
Camera Eye. What in the hell?
He made the cover, so
she did make the cover.
He made the cover. Yeah.
Good job. She's got a good agent.
She can watch shit in the future and the past.
Like
she's watching Superboy
fight Bizarro.
Bizarro in the past. I'm like, whoa, she's got like future vision too, right? Or time travel vision. Past vision.
She's
whatever
awesome.
You want to call it.
Yeah.
And then in the next panel, she's seeing Indiana Jones Part 5 tanking at the box
she's
office.
watching
I'm just
that go, don't make that.
all right. So Jan Ara. So here's this fellow. Applicant comes, a bombshell statement. Hey, hungry boy, how's it going?
Boy.
Hey, hungry.
I'm sorry, but okay. So it's like, what's your power, buddy? Cosmic Boy. You know why I like Cosmic Boy the best? Because I always feel like he gets down to business very quickly. He was the guy that said stop farting around. Remember, he's like, stop joking around and get down to bit. I like Cosmic Boy.
He's my top 5 favorite Legionnaires from personally.
I think. And I mean, if we're counting Superboy, then Superboy's number 1. But Superboy, Mon-El, Cosmic Boy, probably Saturn Girl. I like Ultra Boy. He's kind of cool.
Superboy, Mon-El, Wildfire, and then Cosmic Boy's close up there.
Yeah, Wildfire. I haven't got to his story arcs yet. Okay, so he's like, I can't reveal my power because I have a question mark here. Duh. It's like Cosmic. And then it's like, well, you can't join unless you tell us your power. So he's like, okay,
fair enough.
I'll tell one person my power. So he picks the cute blonde. He's like, well, I want to tell her my power.
Well, by the way, side note, I'm no judge because I'm and I'm not. I could look in the mirror, but John Forte likes thick dudes or likes to draw all of his. Not all of us, but look at Look at Element Lad. It's not like he's Mr. Super Svelte or anything.
Right.
Just saying. It's not all that athletic coming.
Yeah, like that's true.
Sorry.
Anyway, no, you're right. But they go off and do some business that behind closed doors. They come back out. She's like, he's in. I'm like, I don't know what took place back there. It's I'm assuming it's all legit.
Right. I don't think she has a name yet, but Imra, I like that they trust her. They go, okay, well, we'll take it on faith if you say so, Saturn Girl.
Yep, I do like that actually. Okay, so Saturn Girl knows and she thinks it's terrific. Invisible Kid, perhaps it's a power that'll help us catch those space raiders. Now, Invisible Kid is like, you know what? I'm not 100% on this guy. Like, well, I'm not sure. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So now Brainiac is able to create ships because the Sinister astronauts have really awesome technology, and they're able to have these kind of one-man ships that go really fast. So Brainiac has created ones that should be just as swift. Well, he says should be just as swift as the Raiders. Okay, well done, Brainiac. Let's get her done. So they get on. So now we've got. I can't tell. It's like Bouncing Boys in there. Saturn Girl, Mystery. Is it Mystery Boy or what was it? Mystery Lad.
Mystery Lad.
Mystery Lad. Cosmic Boy.
Well, that would be a different kind of character today, wouldn't it?
So they're approaching this planet of Varuna, which has no land. Okay, the peace-loving people possess no modern weapons. Oh, these peace lovers! It's just people.
How did you survive so long? Why are you alive if you have no weapons? I don't understand.
Well, what did they say in Big Lebowski? Pacifism is no. What did they say? I love Big Lebowski. He's like, pacifism is nothing to hide behind or something.
I don't know.
Okay. So I know because Sean used to have a Clobby. Have you seen Sean with his full beard?
I don't think so.
Oh, you got to go back and find someone. He had like a big. He had like a huge beard. So Sean, after reading this text to me, he's like, he's gonna do his beard like this guy's right here. He's gonna get this beard. You got to do that. You got to get that.
Did he look like a sinister astronaut?
Yes.
Like that. I used to play with it, and I used to do it like that, or like whatever,
Quagmire.
Quagmire.
All right. So then, okay. So here we go. Now look, action panel. This is awesome. Bouncing Boy, man. I love Bouncing Boy, but really, like, they need to up this guy's badassery a bit. Like, he's a bit like I sat on the guy. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, he's certainly bouncing that dude down though.
But Mystery Lad is good with his fist. Boom! He smacked. Look at that. He smacked the crap out of this guy.
Superpowers, punching people.
Yeah, maybe. And Colossal Boy just like smashes them. Now, here's the first. You know what I like? They're going to explain. Hey. Oh my God, that's Sean.
Dude,
that was me like a couple of years ago. That was my COVID beard.
That did take a little bit of time. Did it?
That was only a year. So
really, wow.
Yeah. I grow hair pretty quickly, so
yeah, we didn't when we went to Burning Man. Sean brought like 20 razor blades. I'm like, why do you need 20 razors for 10 days?
You'll see, buddy.
And I was like, well, he uses like 1 to 2 per session. I'm like,
oh wow, my goodness.
It's pretty coarse and thick, yeah. Anyway.
My wife got scared when she saw the stream, and she's like, "Who's that? Who are you talking to?" I was like, "That's Sean." You scared her. She had nightmares. She's like, "Tell Sean to shave that." I was like, "What does his wife think about?" Like, I don't know. I'm not going to discuss that. It was great. Okay, so now this. So this guy's coming at him with a spear, and then boom, and it doesn't hurt. So now. Bouncing Boy thinks, well, Mystery Lad, obviously his powers have some kind of invulnerability because that thing just crushed. But there is a clue. They actually gave you a clue here. Now, none of us picked up on this clue because there's been so many errors in comics with printing that we would never have picked up on this. Okay. So they set a bunch of bombs to blow up the side of this entire planet, I guess, that's on water. I don't know if they're saying like the planet is all water and that's just the city, whatever. So now Cosmic Boy has to come in here and they're like, oh, where's Invisible Kid? I love how Invisible Kid is like still always invisible. Yeah.
He just forgot. I love how he just forgot he was invisible. And I was like, oops.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I forgot. It's like, okay. So what? Now, you see here that Mystery Lad got, I almost gave away the name. Mystery Lad has a cut on his finger. And they're like, well, wait a minute. I thought you were invulnerable.
You're not invulnerable.
What happened? So now Cosmic Boy, right back to business. You know, these ass wipes have won two things. So that's it. We're done playing with these bullshit guys. It's like, we're going to do it. It's like, we're going to take care of these guys. Like, yeah, we swear it. Now Mystery Lad is thinking, I feel that I helped bring this tragedy about, but the others must not know. And then Saturn Girl, who's flying with her eyes closed, I'm making a telepathic contact with evil minds, but it's oddly weak. It comes from that world far ahead. So they come to this section here. When the heroes arrive on that world, you must be wrong. There's no one on this world. It's like, Saturn Girl, what the hell? It's like, stop thinking about Sunboy or whatever. Like, get your head in the game.
Oh, Lord.
It's like, my heart belongs to Lightning Lad. No, it isn't. I'm getting telepathic impressions from that ruined building in the distance. It's like, yeah, Cosmic Boy, don't tell me my powers. I'll tell you what I feel. So there's these great statues. They're corroded. Oh my gosh. And then, whoa, something gets blasted here. And it's just, look at her. She's like, look at, Bouncing Boy too. Come on. It's not going to hit you. It could bounce off of you. You should like help her out. Bouncing Boy is the first one out of that. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So Mystery Lad pushed that big silver statue aside from her with his own strength. His power must be super strength. Invisible Kid, yeah, where are you? You and Colossal Boy get into that ambush building and do something. Yeah, Invisible Kid, can you do something? You're still here, right? You here? Like, can you do something for me? I like this. Colossal Boy's pretty good. I feel like he's underused. Like, I feel like he could do a lot more cooler things.
Yeah.
Okay, so Invisible Boy grabs the two guys. You can see that here. He's invisible, and then Colossal Boy basically like rips this thing off. And they're there. So they capture these guys. And Brainiac's like, oh, so super strength. That's your secret power, eh, Mystery Lad? It's like, nope, that's not the power. And I have a feeling that Saturn Girl was very happy to prove Brainy wrong. She's like, no, that's not his power. Huh? But what other power would enable him to do what he did? I'm puzzled. So your leader, Roxas. He left you here to kill us, didn't he? What? Yes. He knew Saturn Girl would use her telepathic power to trail us, so he left us here to ambush you. We'll tell you nothing else. It's like, well, they already knew that part, so. And then this is whispering with the little ticks. I read their minds. They recognize Mystery Lad. There should have been a gasp here. I feel like they missed out on a gasp.
Yep, at a choke. Maybe my gasp was correct. I like gasp for that one.
Yeah, I think gasp should have been here. Yeah,
definitely gasp.
Yeah, is it possible that Mystery Lad is one of them, and that's why he looks so guilt-ridden? Uh-oh. We've lost time. We've lost time at this ambush. We're going to wreck the rockets of these two pirates, so they'll be here to be picked up later. It's like, okay, sure. Mystery Lad saved my life, so how can I suspect him? So I don't understand. Like, I guess that's her thinking it, but like she knows the power. So, but still, she can't sense Roxas and the other raiders anymore. They must be behind some star or world that blocks my thought impressions. So I guess there's a limit to it. It's kind of whatever the writer wants, I guess, at the time, for now at least.
Yes.
You spoke of the thought raiders. They had a huge ship, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they come over here, and you've got this, like, I don't know, like rock or whatever, meteor or something. They've got a clue, and then so they've set this trap here. It's like, we'll stop them. We'll propel that small nickel asteroid, that's what it is, near here so it destroys them. All of you come with me. So they're pushing it with their, like, the sinister astronauts are, I guess, shooting it with these rainbow guns, these force rings.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this is like that Austin Powers where it's like the steamrollers coming in. Yep. They've got plenty of time here. I think they're. Let me deal with this.
I like their rocket ships. It could have been different, like multiple colors, though.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they should have had one. Yeah.
And speaking of color, I love blue space.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like when there's like I would imagine if they were doing this, like, to have that really, like, I like those like weird colors and gels, like Barbarella, like they've got some of those movies,
Yeah.
And Sean likes that. Sean likes those.
But in comics, they usually do these weird mists and things just to make space, more interesting. So.
All right. Okay, so now Mystery Lad is running into this thing. Great galaxies. He somehow vaporized the asteroid into harmless gas. His secret power must be superheat vision. No, that's not his power. I like how not is bolded. No, that's not his power. Let me go ahead and see if the raiders have launched more asteroids at us before we follow them any further. It's like, he saved us, but he had to do that to save himself. Maybe now he's going to join those raiders who are eager to find him. I'll keep watching. So this plays a part. This is Invisible Kid, right? Who's thinking that, right? I'll leave them this message. So he's putting out this, like, kind of like, no, it's not Morse code, but it is Morse code, really. It looks like it's some kind of Morse code-ish thing. I don't want to desert the Legion, but I got to. Mystery Lad's message says, I'm the one that Roxas Raiders are searching for now. I think everybody on whoever read this guessed that one, because they were looking for something specific.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, so he left the message here. This may be a trick on Mystery Lad's part to help the Raiders forward, or help the Raiders forward after him. It's like, okay, man, these guys are really distrusting of Mystery Lad. Now he does have a question mark on his chest, and he is named Mystery Lad, so he kind of brought that on himself. Okay, so they capture him now, and they throw him in, and they remove all of his gear. So if anything happens, he won't be able to breathe. Now these guys know what his power is, and they want to capture him and use him for the power. So now we have the patented Legion of Superheroes one-page origin story, which may or may not contain a very silly origin. May or may not. It may not contain.
Such a great trope. Yeah.
No, I love it.
Because when you see it coming, like, oh boy, I'm gonna totally have fun with this.
You're right, Sean. That's exactly what I thought. So, oh shit! Here we go. This is
here we go. Here's the real part of the story. Yeah.
So I didn't know I didn't know who this was. To be honest, I really didn't know because I don't know who this character is. Like, I don't know the names. I didn't memorize the names. So I didn't know who this character was. So I was like, okay, well, I need to know who it is.
I just read the comments. J-Man, if you translate that, it says drink your Ovaltine.
Oh no.
Oh
man. I love that movie.
J-Man was like, Sean, did they really do that? Because like they have the radio series online.
I love it. Yeah.
And it's like, Ovaltine ad people wrote the show.
I love it.
Everything was Ovaltine.
No, it makes me like it more. Like I love that you decode it and it says
so
buy
weird.
Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what else would it say?
Yes, Classic Comics Interlac. That is the language. I even have a shirt that says "Long Live the Legion" in Interlac. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I even you can get that for your computer or your phone. I just can't make the app work on my phone. I used to like.
Are you serious?
Yes, an Interlac. Yeah, I can read Interlac. By the way, that's how ridiculous I am.
Oh my god! Oh, this is so interesting. I'm gonna get all that.
I can't make it work on my damn phone. I downloaded it from somewhere, and
okay,
make it work.
What it translates it or
into Interlac. You just go. You can just you could like Google Interlac or something. Legion Interlac, and
yeah, I got it. I got it.
I can read awesome. I can partially read Interlac. Like, well, I was so wanting to get that on my computer where I could, or I could use it on my phone. I could write crap to people that nobody will know what it means but me.
That's awesome.
I can't make it work on my phone for some reason.
I'm gonna look that up. I used to have I love stuff like that. My screensaver used to be the HAL 9000, the full like all of the windows. Like this guy made a screensaver of every window and it flashes every single thing from the movie. And it like so when it looks crazy good, and it only worked up to like a certain version of Windows, which was like Windows nice. 7 or something. And then after that, it's I think we're on 11 now, so it's gone. But anyway,
by this point, there's no Interlac, by the way. I saw Classic Comics mention it. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so that iron chair is too heavy for me to lift. It's like, why did you buy an iron chair, and how did you get it here? Well, then I'll change it to aluminum. Sensible, very sensible.
Well, she can do that though too. Everyone on this planet can, so I don't get it. The man has to do it.
Well, you know what, Sean? She turns the food into other food, and the man turns the furniture into. It's very defined on that planet. They know the roles are very defined.
She turns the kitchen into a clean kitchen. And,
yeah, right. She does the kitchen things. And, okay, I'll change it into aluminum. There you go. Fortunately, evolution has empowered us to use mental radiations to alter atomic structure. So we can change one chemical element into any other. It's like someone said earlier, that's overpowered. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I love this. No. So this is our buddy Element Lad. I mean, it's the cat's out of the bag, right?
Yeah.
We can pretty much figure out that it's Element Lad, right? So at this point, I figured out, okay, I guess that's who it is. But actually, no. You mustn't change that lamppost to gold. Gold is soft and useless compared to other metals. Remember to use your power only for useful things. First of all, this kid doesn't know what's useful and what's not. What the hell? And the other thing, why do you need to change the lamp pole to anything? If you're on a planet, why not make it the thing it should be? Right. Or make everything from the same. I guess they can make everything from the same substance that they have, and then someone can change it later. I don't.
Well, no, they made it what it was, but then he's a baby. You just change it into like gold, which is useless. It's just going to topple on itself.
Right. So why did you even think to change it to gold if gold is not valuable? Like it's just anyways, whatever. Okay, so you blunderers, you shot all these people, and then
you killed everybody that has these powers.
Look at this guy. He's like, we were trying to just shot them. I don't know. Like, you guys are idiots.
I know.
So they wanted the baby, of course, which is Element Lad. Okay, so now he's literally destroying. This is awesome. Okay, so and we did finally catch you. We want you to use your powers rather than increase your power so you can attack others, helpless worlds. I prefer to die now and stop your evil plans. It's like, what? He's used his powers to change the hull of our ship into gaseous elements. Like, that's awesome. But the thing is, they've got their suits on and he doesn't.
Yeah.
But something's happening. So now they're escaping, and then they just come in and start kicking ass. You fool! He sacrificed his life to do this. It's like, poor mystery lad. He's the second legionnaire to die in action. I suspected him, but he died for us, just as Lightning
Past
Lad
2
did.
weeks. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
is there's no HR department or
yeah? It's like it's been 0 days since the last incident. Like,
we have that at my work.
I know.
I think I got a couple $100. We had 1 year, no accidents.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
you get
1
money on that?
Yeah, because we have a factory next. Like, I'm in the office, but there's a factory, and people get injured like crazy, right? So it's like no injuries is really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but then it's like, now we know what his power is. So here you go. See, he was changing, and the clues were in the colors, but now we never thought that because we always figured there's just printing errors, right?
No, but all of this makes sense within itself, which is
It does.
refreshing. Because some of these other things are just contrivances, but this seems like it's. I know it's a science fiction writer. It seems really thought out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they explain how the elements changed. So he changed the elements. So it's like if a spear was going to attack him, he would change it to something else, so it just gets destroyed. So that's how he was able to do it. And he's not dead because Invisible Kid went with him because he didn't trust him, and he was invisible. This is the best Invisible Kid we've had so far.
Yes.
And he saved him, put the helmet on him and saved him. So he's okay. He's like, we're going to call you Element Lad because Mystery Kid or whatever, Mystery Boy was lame. So he's like, thanks, guys. That's awesome. There you go.
Well, as has been pointed out, eventually Invisible Kid will lead the Legion Espionage Squad.
Cool.
Oh, that's a good pick. All right.
Or
that is it.
Anyway.
Now we're going to put Clobby in the hot seat because you want to do this one.
Oh, yeah.
And I read this story too, which I might talk about. This was awesome. Look at Lana. This is kooky.
Stretchy Londa.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on a second. So what's the credits on this one?
Alrighty, that's 308, right?
Yeah, 308.
Okie dokie. Let me see here. 308 is, of course, the credits do not change. The Return of a Lightning Lad by Edmund Hamilton, and of course, artwork. All of the artwork by John Forte.
All right, Clobby, take it away.
Let me switch to Ruski here for a second. I'm still in 307. Hang on.
Yep.
Let me get to 308. It is like in 307. This story is the second story, or the backup, if you will, which does change. Okay, the Return of Lightning Lad, everybody. Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. One day it's gonna say, what's it? Lightning Lad is back to kick the tails of the Legion of Superheroes. All right. So here we are. Oh boy, we're in the 30th century, I think. Again. I think we were in the 21st century the last time.
Yep.
But if I recall correctly now, we were in the 23rd century. It's called The Return of the Lightning Lad. Some fun things about this one for me, so I enjoy it a lot. I love that we first get to see the Legion of Superheroes flag, of which you can actually order on our good buddies. They actually have those on bearded.
Wow.
I want one, but I can't afford it. But I want one of those. You seen that? Oh my god!
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. They have so much stuff on bearded shirts that
I'm
a bit addicted. I'm a bit addicted, and I actually kind of want all the glasses because I'm just like,
I do too.
Quality is so good.
Oh, they're beautiful, man. So anyway, we're having a they're saluting the Legion flag, putting it at half mast again for honoring their old buddy Lightning Man. Now I want to take a second here. I know it's the far flung future. And it's a superhero comic, and we're not supposed to take things too seriously. But it's kind of strange how they talk about their fallen comrade. Like, for example, in real life, if one of our friends has passed away, we're like, Joe. Sorry, I'm going to use your name, Joe. Just Joe. Listen, someone who's not in our chat. We'll see. Our good buddy Bob's passed away, right? Hey, Jay, man, I really miss Bob. Man, that's a bum. That sucks what happened to him, man. I hope we certainly would bring him back to life one day.
I know. It's just so.
They keep talking like cat. Hey, I hope we can bring him back to life one day.
Yeah, it's
what?
like okay.
No, whoever talks like that. I mean, wow. Do we need that much importance, guys? I mean, if you bring him back in the comic, fine. Like nobody, not even in any other comic. Like if a superhero, like when who's the one that died? Name a superhero who died. I don't remember. If the Avengers are sitting there talking about one of them dying, right? Larry. And they say, I sure hope so and so we get to bring him back to life one day.
Yeah, wink.
Weird. It's weird. It's like
it is weird.
Yeah,
it's like a commonplace thing.
Yeah, that happens to everybody. Well, I just lost so and so, but you know what? One of these days we might bring him back to life. Why? Because we're a superhero comic. I don't even.
Yeah.
Why?
See, they knew it back then, right? So.
Yeah, because when someone says it, so you guys keep talking about bringing him back to life. What do you guys know that I don't about life? Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. So Monel's there, which is always good.
Yep.
Although he's just there. I don't know. Monel and I are investigating a world that going to invest. They're right now. They're divvying out some jobs, going on different people going to different planets. Choke. Oh, we got a choke, by the way.
I saw a choke. Yeah, we had a choke up there.
Lightning Lad died. Choke. Or you can see our flag. All right, so our story begins where they have to recap Lightning Lad's death and his funeral, and they go put the flag on his casket. He just wakes up, boom! Hey guys, thanks for wishing me back to life. I guess.
Yeah,
I was just stunned. I guess. I mean,
yeah. I didn't know what was going on here. I didn't know. I was literally stunned. I thought, I guess he's back. And I'm like, how? And I actually like that there was no explanation. It kind of made me even more excited. I'm like, yeah, he's back. Like, because we said one day we might bring him back. And we did. Like, we told you.
He was mostly dead.
Yeah.
I guess. He said the constant, they're trying to figure out why he's alive. And was Sun Boy saying the constant electric bolts above his coffin must have somehow revived him from the death-like coma, into which the freezing ray threw him. Well, you guys, don't you have any doctors in the 30th century that, like, when he got blasted with the technology they have, they couldn't be certain that he wasn't in a coma. They said he was. They didn't treat him like he was in a coma. They not buried him, but they put him in
bury him. That was the problem.
I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad in the 30th century they don't do what we do to corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was like that It was like that Doctor Who one where they were burning the bodies. Like, don't burn us. And they all became Cybermen. It was the Missy one with Peter Capaldi. everyone who got cremated became a Cyberman or something or whatever. You're like, okay.
And of course, their big concern is not a dude who was deceased.
Right.
He's now he's alive. What the hell? They're worried about he might have lost his superpowers. They will have to kick him out.
I love it. The Legion is listen, but that Cosmic Boy is like, listen, if there's some bullshit going on, he's out. Cosmic Boy is awesome.
But they start making assumptions right away without even asking or testing out or
exactly.
anything.
They didn't even test them. Are your powers there? Why? By the way, why would you not have your powers just because you got brought back to life?
Yeah, they just talk shit like a bunch of high school mean girls or something. It's like all of a sudden.
Well, Sunboy is the perpetrator of all of this. He's like, you know what? That guy's he got no powers. I better start covering for him. It's like, dude, like, hold on a second. Did you ask him?
And that's another thing. Their buddy just came back to life. They wouldn't. I mean, they're supposed to be like bouncing off the wall, no point in the pun with Bouncing Boy.
Yeah.
And yet, their first thing is they get suspicious, which that's fair enough, right? But the first thing petty ass Sunboy's talking about, Cosmo, don't suggest such thing. Without his superpower, we'd have to kick his ass right out of the Legion. Even though he gave his life or sacrificed himself to save it. Fate has brought him back to life. To lose his Legion membership would now break his heart. I mean, don't kick him out then.
Yeah, I got to.
Right.
I mean, even if he did lose his power, he's proven that he saved your ass. He can still hang around, right? Good
Yeah,
God.
and like, do they have any friends outside the Legion? It's not
I
like
guess
it's like
not. Look how they
Yeah.
treat people.
God,
So-
the second your powers are off,
You're
they're like,
outta
yeah,
here.
you're out.
Yeah, loser with no powers.
Loser.
Also, there's no resting period. Like, he's back from the dead. You figure
Yes.
he'd be tired or something like that. But he's
Right.
immediately put to work. And it's like, all right,
Yeah,
do this.
Because
thing, guys.
Sean, Cosmic Boy's not running a soup kitchen. Okay, like, what do you think this is here?
What do you think we're running around here? This is a
Say
superhero group, not a bunch of pansies.
no
You're
damn
back from the dead,
soup
walk
kitchen.
it off. It's like,
Walk it off.
buddy.
I got an assignment for
you're
you.
in
It's
a
like,
coma.
God damn.
Oh, you're in this big coma. Oh, you're in a coma. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, walk it off. walk that shit off, buddy. I love how Supergirl's here. Like, is she gonna?
Yeah,
she's
man,
She's there. She's just there for no reason.
Anyway,
I like how we recount his origin. It reminds me. So these were his normal clothes before he got his powers.
Yeah.
He walked around dressed like that. Man, that's
Yeah,
pretty
they were like-
convenient. You got lightning insignias already,
Yeah.
and then you get lightning powers. Perfect.
Oh, if that was true, I would have been Superman immediately. I had a Superman
That's
shirt
right.
for every day of the week. It's like, how come that didn't happen to me?
I mean, what if you got? Because what if you got in spider powers? It'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? If you got the lightning things, you'd have to change it. But no, he doesn't even have to change the damn thing. He's got a cape. Even dude walks around with a cape.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen,
I
it
love
was
it.
Providence, but
I love
It's
it.
like that substitute hero guy. What was his name? The guy who breathed fire?
Oh, Fire Lad.
Yeah, Fire Lad, when they show his origin, he's just strolling around in that costume.
yeah,
Yes,
in the
And
fire
comic
costume.
comes, and he's like, and it turns him into the Fire Lad. But it's like, did you know that was going to happen? Because you're wearing a fire themed
Yes.
outfit.
He thought one day I might get a superpower and it might be fire breathing, so I'm going to dress like this because you never know.
All the time, yeah.
No, you dress for the position you want.
Yeah.
That is not a saying. That's a business saying.
You dress for success, man.
You dress for
By the way,
success.
As much as we love these comics, folk, Mort Weisinger is to be made fun of for dumb stuff like this. Don't write down to kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though I love the comic, but Jesus Christ, man. You don't have to write down in that bad. Anyway, we get the obligatory origin recap because we needed that because we didn't read it three issues ago, I guess.
Yeah, and then we need a recap for the recap. But anyways, we're gonna get a second recap.
Another recap. So anyway, there's let's see here. What do we got? We need to go out on a mission, and Commissioner Gordon of the Science Police sends them out. Oh, they got these thieves, right?
Yeah.
I just read it 2 hours ago. What am I doing? We got these thieves that are. What are they doing? They're stealing. Are they stealing something?
Yeah, they're. Yeah, so it's like there's just like these animals or whatever. So it's okay. Yeah, so they've got the 3-headed guys here, and Chameleon Boy is going to be important late coming up. So you got this commissioner of the Science Police. There's rumors in the galaxy of these thieves. There's a thieves planet, so it's sort of like a safe haven for thieves, I guess. I don't know how that would actually work, but
yes, the thieves planet.
The thieves planet.
It's called the thieves planet. And over here you have I can't say it.
And my wife is from here, and I visited this planet on my honeymoon. And then get to it.
Do they have an arsonist planet and like a murderer's planet or whatever? Okay. So anyway, the wackiness ensues. They go to this planet and they meet the 3-headed green dudes, and they meet Prody. This is the first appearance of Prody, folks. I kind of like that. I like
this guy right here.
I have a Prody figure. It came with the big Legion box set.
This could be Prody.
So there he is, and Chameleon Boy just decides to take him as a pet.
Yep.
Okay.
And he makes a little mini Chameleon Boy.
Yes. Mini Chameleon me. So they're all just kind of hanging out.
They're trying to like infiltrate. They're going to pretend.
Oh, they pretend to be thieves. That's right now.
Yeah, they have to pretend to infiltrate. And I mean, like, if they're going to do background checks at the thieves planet, then the thieves planet is not really that great. Like, I would assume that I could just show up. Like, You're gonna background check me to make sure I'm a real thief? You're not a real thief. You're not allowed on here. Like,
where's your credentials? You're a we did a background check so that we keep that like they keep their criminal info like
I don't
like LinkedIn or something.
Yeah, so they stole all these things to come trade. I guess it's like it's basically like you're fencing it, right? So it's like that planet is a planet of fencers. I don't know. Like you bring your stolen merchandise and then you can trade it off.
It's like a big convention,
But they go there in costume. Like people don't know who the Legion of Superheroes are.
Right. You're right. It's like, oh look, here they are.
Oh, we've never heard of you guys.
Yeah.
You look just like thieves.
Yeah. You
wow.
Aren't you guys that Legion of Superheroes? No, we're not. Don't accuse us of being those losers.
Yeah, we don't know those guys. What the hell do we look like? Do we look like the Legion of Superheroes? Oh, kind of.
Do we have flight belts? Like, come on.
Kind of.
Yeah, we kind of do.
But
that's not a flight belt.
What they do later on is ridiculous as well. Well, I'm glad the boss picked up on it. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So they got a report.
Go ahead. Please go ahead, because I can't remember a lot of this stuff.
So basically, they got a report to this Master Globe character who can read minds and stuff, which actually is actually a good person to be the head of a world like this.
Yeah, of course.
But like talks through thought, and also, of course, doing so can read everyone's mind. So idiots that they are, they're like, "Oh, I hope we're fooling them," and it's like they're thinking all this stuff, and he's like, "Guys, I can hear everything. What do you do?"
Listen, I'm blaming Sunboy just it's like just cause I'm gonna blame Sunboy for this one. Cosmic Boy's like, you know what? This plan wasn't that great. Brainiac 5, where are you? Why didn't you couldn't? Where did you didn't devise a very good plan here? You're supposed to be the brains in this. Okay, we need Brainiac 6. We're retiring 5. Let's maybe the new guys, the new model will be a bit better.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got these robot guys with their ray guns, and we've got to escape before that creature pumps our minds empty.
Yeah. They'll kill them if they use their superpowers or something.
Of course.
I don't know why Sunboy can't just fry them before they can do anything, but whatever.
Good point. They couldn't. They get put in the jewel jail, and they find a fairly clever way to get out, thanks to Prody.
Yeah, so prior to this, there have been little things happening where Lightning Lad would be using his lightning powers to do something, but Sunboy keeps covering for him because he believes that he doesn't have the powers.
It look like to the others that he has them, even though he knows he doesn't, right?
Right. So he's been covering, but not even because Lightning Lad is asking to be covered. Sunboy's taking it upon himself to say, well, I know you don't have your powers, so I'm going to do this to make it look like you did it. And it's like, okay. I mean,
yeah,
I'm like, you know, just ask, just be like, why? Lightning Lad, do you have the powers or not? Because if you don't, I'll cover for you. Or at least, you know.
Why you could just have a norm. That's one of my problems, and I love, Siegel was doing it a little bit, and now I think and Hamilton. So I think this is coming from Mort Weisinger. He believes in silly ass mystery stuff where where everything has to be shocked by. I've told you that a lot about him a lot. So he has to have his characters just can't have a straightforward adventure. They've got to be something sneaky going on, someone acting out of character, something that would be a shock later, like, oh no, like the whole mystery lad thing, that wasn't necessary. This isn't necessary to have them worried about his power. Just come out, things that can be solved with a 5-second conversation or a minute conversation about, so you're alive. And then obviously the subterfuge going on, we're going to learn about in a little bit. That's different,
right?
But just the powers thing, they can find out. By the way, he's not without he in question mark, because I don't want to give anything away yet, does have powers,
right?
So the powers,
so it's nonsense.
So why didn't he use them?
Yeah, I think it was like Sunboy kept interfering before Lightning Lad had an opportunity to use them.
But yeah, you're right. There you go.
Yeah, Clobby, you alluded to this. Do you think that this is off character for Ed Hamilton? It doesn't seem like something he would write.
Absolutely, everything was
the
Mort
whole
Weisinger.
story seems weird. Yeah,
he would turn in the script to John Forte because it was probably a pretty well written script by him, and all the plot points. And Weisinger got a hold of Forte, got a hold of Hamilton, and probably added a lot of crap because he was a big time, and I mean big time meddler in the stories.
Yeah,
because it wasn't juicy enough. Like you have to have this crazy. I mean, again, was I there? I don't know, but that's my suspicion because we saw that a lot with Siegel, and we saw it a lot with Hamilton. And Hamilton's a very experienced writer, and Jerry Siegel had been around a while doing comics for a while. And if you read some of his older comics, they're not contrived like a lot of the stuff he did on here.
Right.
I mean, they're just kind of very straightforward stories, especially in the others in the Golden Age. Yeah. So if I had to place a bet that y'all never could win or lose, yeah, it's in his whole history. People hated Mort Weisinger. I mean, he's a despised. I had his son on my show one time.
Wow.
We talked about a lot of that, and he was a pretty interesting guy. And what little we got to talk about it because the dummy who got him on there kept talking to Mr. Schumer, but that's another story. But yeah, so Mort Weisinger is not famous for the comics industry. He's infamous, and that was one.
Yeah, it's always the same formula. Like it's like, oh, some mystery, and then it's 3 examples of the mystery, right? Yeah. Like, and then it's like something happens, and then it's revealed, and you're like, you literally could have cut out those 3 things. Mystery Boy could have showed up and just be like, hey, I'm Lightning, I'm Element Lad, I can change elements. Oh, cool, come on this adventure, and then the same exact comic takes place. Like,
yeah, but that was a weird story in that like the thing he should be hiding is that he's in cahoots perhaps with these.
Right.
The pirates, right? Like he's the reason why they're marauding everywhere. That should have been the thing he's hiding, not his power.
No, that would have been the same. That would have been the same. Like keep that out part because that's a story element.
Yeah.
That's a story element. Like, okay. And people could suspect, it's like, wait, this guy comes out of nowhere. He's got these powers. You know, he keeps showing up where these guys are. It's like, what's going on here? It's like, oh, maybe he's working with them. And that's still the same story. And that's the mystery. And then it's like, oh my God, he is working with them. No, wait, he's not. You know, like,
yeah.
Not like, oh, what's his powers? Who cares? Like at one point they even ask, hey, reader, can you guess what his powers are? No, tell me what they are. Like, I don't care. Like this isn't
exactly.
This isn't
that's
Wheel of Fortune
right there. That's Mort right there. That's Mort right there.
Yeah, it's like frame your answer in the form of a question. What is Element Boy's powers like?
If you look at all the other stuff there, like some of the different ideas and other stuff, it's really very science fiction and fantasy, like superhero, where it's just stuff that you could tell coming from people who like to write science fiction and stuff like that. It's just all the goofiness added into the stories I guarantee you was coming from Mort. No, Classic Comics is. I remember that Classic Wizard magazine used to have a running article, Mort of the Month feature. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
The dude was. Man, it's a long story, but man,
anytime someone mentions Wizard magazine, somebody throws up.
Yeah, I hate Wizard. I actually hated Wizard, but
yeah, an angel loses his wings. Yes.
No. Somebody poops their pants or something.
I bought it, but I hated it.
Oh yeah, I grew up with it, and like it's part of my teenhood and everything. But it's weird to think back to those. They're so mean spirited. Yeah. It's like
it replaced all the good stuff, like Amazing Heroes and Comics Journal,
right?
All that stuff.
Well, it got incredible distribution. That was the thing. Right?
It did. It became pop. Kind of led to where we are now in some ways. But anyway,
right? Yeah,
they're gone now.
Yep. All right, so our little Prody here forms itself into a gun. Hey, Lee. Hey, Mark. How's it going, man?
Hey, Mark.
Prody has become like a ray gun. Now, this is actually pretty cool because they're like,
cool. Yeah.
It looks cool, right? It's like, oh shit, they've got a weapon. He's got a gun.
That's a great plan, actually. Yeah,
that is a good plan. Yeah. I was
Edmund,
thinking, like, this is
probably
a good
Edmund.
plan.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, boom. And then like, oh shit. And then here we go. Unleash the power. Like as soon as Cosmic Boy is unleashed, who can like create rings around a planet, that's it. And then some boy's like, F it, I'm getting my shit in here too. And then Lightning Lad is like, well, what the hell?
Let me use my power. No.
Yeah. Why are you talking with why is your voice different, Lightning Lad? No. Lightning Lad, what are those 2 things that are sticking out? Never mind.
Yeah, but they're not. Like, that's my problem with anyways.
No, go ahead, because we're about to get to the big reveal.
We're gonna get the big reveal. Bouncing boy, do something. Okay, boom, boom, boom. He bounces around. If I was gonna do a bouncing boy live action thing, I would have him be awesome. Like bullets are coming in and he's sucking them in and popping them out and bouncing around and rolling over guys and like, oh, you could do a lot of cool stuff. They got a big. I would up the level of his badassery a little bit to get him a bit more pumped. But anyway, Prody makes a scary ray gun, but he can't fire. So that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah.
So here's this. I mean, this was just like a scribbly thing. Whatever. It's a neat little guy. What happened? I can't use my power. I'm paralyzed, helpless. And I too, all of us, you weak fools. The power of my electric blood. Yes.
Yeah. Electrical powers.
Well, he does have terrific lightning power.
What did you ask him?
Yeah, so this all played into. So since the okay, the problem here is that this villain who runs this thieves planet can read minds and stuff, and he read the minds of the other Legionnaires who all suspected that Lightning Lad did not have his powers. So granted, that makes sense. But didn't he read the mind of Lightning Lad, where Lightning Lad is thinking, well, I do have my powers. Why are they saying I don't?
Yeah.
No.
So that's weird.
It is weird.
But now it's like,
who is Lightning Lad really alive, folks?
I don't know.
So anyway, we have basically the big reveal. Let's just get it over with. It's Ayla Rand. Oh, she didn't have a name yet. Ayla Rand, excuse me. She's going to be in her first superhero name, because later she gets another one, but right now she becomes included into the origin, his sister, Lightning Lass.
Yeah, and I feel like they should have, I feel like up here where they showed it, I feel like they pulled a serial on us here, and it's like, I don't see her. She should be right here.
Yeah.
But he never
right
told
behind him there.
She should be right in this little section. So that's a lie.
He never told anybody about it.
I love how they say here. Where is it? Where it's like, this isn't really Lightning Lad at all. I've suspected from the first that this is a double of him, a girl double, and that's because Sunboy peeped while she was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like I saw her go into the women's bathroom and I knew something was up. No. So it's like, oh, she doesn't have an Adam's apple. It's like, but it clearly is a man.
It's men and women are drawn differently in those days. As soon as they show her as the woman, she has fuller lips, an angular face.
Yeah, look at this.
Right there.
Drawn differently.
So they don't explain there's some kind of apparatus that does it either. There's no.
No, yeah.
Right there, she still looks like a dude.
She's like buxom and everything, and that's not when she is Lightning Lad. It's a male physique.
No.
It's like
explain it. They have to explain it right there. In one panel, she still looks like Garth. I mean, like a Lightning Lad. In the next panel, she looks like Ayla.
Yeah.
So where's the?
Yeah, look at this.
Later, after she's turned back into a woman.
So
the Glenn Glenda pill or whatever. I don't
know.
Something.
They never tell you why.
Yeah.
Now I gotta call fail on our girl here because she was not wearing a lightning costume, so this is a fail.
Yeah, where's her lightning costume?
She wasn't prepared.
She wasn't prepared. I don't know if they're trying to say something about the gender roles here, but she was just not prepared for this for these powers. I don't know.
Well, the girl's got another member of the group, and that's great.
But now we have
one day, and only real Lightning Lad will return to life again. What the hell? It's the 30th century. Hey, Jay, man, I really miss our good old buddy, Jim that died the other day, man, or Bob. But one day, maybe he'll just return to life. I mean, it's sad. I'm not trying to make fun of it. Yeah. I mean, it's sad. We all accept, as far as we know, nobody's coming back to life. What are they, zombies in the 30th century? I mean,
and I like how it's like, one day our poor friend Bob might come back, but here's, Billy or something, or his girl, his sister. Oh, well, thanks. We're glad that you're here, but we also want Bob back too. Is that going to happen?
Well,
And
good thing we have Bob encased in glass so we can see him at all times.
Where did she take him?
Yeah,
she took the body away.
Yeah, so where is Lightning Lad? Yeah,
I don't know.
It's like, here, my plan was to take his body away, lay in the casket, and then pretend it was him. Like, I don't think that's honoring his memory. That sounds pretty weird.
He's in a green bin somewhere.
Don't put him out. Don't make sure it's not Wednesday.
Put him out in the trash.
Don't put him out on a Wednesday. Yeah, in Canada, I think it's Wednesdays they come and take those bins away. So you better not.
Where you are, it's Thursday for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like for us, it's Wednesday here. So it's like I can't put any garbage out on. If I put them out on a Wednesday, they'll take them out. All right.
So there you go. Now
there you go.
There we go. You're up.
That was a weird story, but anyway,
it was weird.
All right. So what's the credits on this one?
All right, let's see here.
Same.
It's going to be the same. I do believe it is going to be. This time they're at the front. They're not the backup. Not a backup. They are in the front. They're still same team. Edmund Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes, and John Forte, the Legion of Super Monsters. I love it.
Yep. All right. So we got this guy.
Kind of awesome, actually.
I like the roll call.
And where's the poll at right now?
Oh, poll. Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, we got 11 votes. So we've got 73% for Element Lad and 18 for Lightning Lass and 9 for Jungle King. Oh, so one person voted for Jungle King versus Lightning. Lad. Yeah.
Whoo. Right. So Legion of Super Monsters. Looks like Tarzan-ish, you know.
Yeah.
And he's got all these like 50s, 60s creature design guys. I love them. So basically, the Legion of Superheroes is actually what's going on in this for I can't remember.
So what's going on is that this is what happens. The Legion of Superheroes needs to get educated. This professor transmits his lessons, and they do their lessons. So, for example, like Ultra Boy and Mon-El are at their little laboratory getting a science lesson, and then Colossal Boy's on some other planet or something, and he's getting a lesson. So no matter where they are, they're able to do their lessons because it's very important for the kids to know to stay in school.
I totally forgot about them. They're still kids, even though they look like they're drawn like they're 30, but
right.
but they show the map of the universe where all the other Legionnaires are, with their faces as the icons and stuff. I like this, actually. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I like how Shrinking Violet is not happy in her sector. Look at her face.
She looks really like her eyebrows are sort of like this.
Yeah, she's like, ooh, this sector sucks. I don't want to be in this damn sector.
So at some point, Ed Hamilton realized that Saturn Girl is probably the most powerful character in this whole team. I don't know what happened here. She super levels up here. But anyways, so they reject Rainbow Girl or whatever her name is.
That would not play well today.
Yeah, and then this dude comes in, and they're like, what the hell is this? So there's a Borlat, which is like a six-legged tiger, right? And this guy's like, yeah, my dad gave me these powers to manipulate animals and stuff. But while he's talking, the Borlat acts a fool, and he's like, oh, I couldn't control it as I was talking to you. And they're like, well, you know what? If you can't control these animals, then get the hell out. What is this?
That's a failed test. You failed. You have failed this city,
right? Who actually rejects them? Is it Sunboy? Oh no, it's Saturn Girl.
Saturn Girl, right?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can accept you.
Yeah, this is what she meant to say.
What's this bullshit?
I can control jungle animals. Really?
Yeah, it's like he had bad, because this isn't really exhibited later, so he just had a bad day, right? Whatever. And that stupid Borlat's an ass, anyways. So, So
Yeah, he's a
he
jerk.
leaves. He's like, they'll find out they made a big mistake rejecting me.
Yeah.
So he flies to the monster planet. Which sounds
Monster
like the greatest
Planet.
planet ever.
I
Pardon?
love Monster Planet.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm gonna recruit like super duper animals here, man. It's like, the best like creatures I can find. And so he goes about recruiting guys and rejecting other guys. So the first guy he encounters is the earthquake beast. The earthquake beast has a rattler tail, and you can like shove it into the ground and like create an earthquake. And he's like, I use my command to stop it just in time. I can use this earthquake beast. So he sees like abandoned colonies and stuff, and he sets up his base in this big tower. And I liked all of this because it's like he doesn't just get any animal he finds. He's like, well, that guy probably not, etc.
Yeah,
So
he rejects a few people that don't really do anything.
Yeah.
I don't think we seen any of those yet. But no, yeah, he did reject someone earlier.
Well, the spinner guy, that's the second spinner animal, which doesn't even look like an animal. It just looks like a like a metal top or something like that.
Yeah. So he rejects this spinner guy.
Yeah. The eye monster he likes could shoot heat vision, X-rays, blinding light, and lightning from its multiple eyes. Later
that's an anomaly.
Yeah.
Like wow, that is a scientific anomaly. How did you get that power? Like, how'd you get all those powers?
Later on, this animal kicks bouncing boys' ass. But anyway.
Darwin is like beside himself. How did this happen?
He's like, how did the Galapagos Islands? It's like, what's with this multi-eyed creature that could shoot lightning, heat, and
This is curious. This is very curious.
The gas creature's power to vaporize itself will not it's interesting, but not useful enough to him. So put a pin on that, right?
Oh man, I'm gonna give him the -50. I haven't played this clip in a while.
That's a fucking 50 DKP minus!
That was a viral video before YouTube. That was
that was viral before.
It's one of those like things like, oh, it's awesome. It's like before YouTube was a thing, right? He encounters a drill beast that can just drill into.
Yeah, I like this guy.
He's awesome. Yeah,
this guy's like Megalon. But this is Megalon and Giron combined into one.
Yes,
Giron. He looks like Giron.
I love Giron. Giron's my favorite. I was gonna get a tattoo of him. I'm dead serious. I love him. I've got every figure you can get for him. Oh,
Giron is the knife head. He can shoot like ninja stars for no reason. Are they organic or what?
Yeah, they explained it.
Yeah,
they explained it in the movie. It said that's fucking awesome. That's how they explained why he can do that.
It's not enough he has a knife head, but he can shoot ninja stars from the knife head.
That's right. That's the best thing ever made. Like, if the universe ended after that movie, that would go down in history as the greatest creation of all time. It's like it's a knife head
guy, and he starts laughing. And he's like, ho, 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 like, yeah.
And he chopped him in like sausage bits.
Yeah,
and like he made like.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
Chaos. Anyway,
I have Space Chaos, the silver version. I have I have a key. I have a wind up Space Chaos toy. Next time you come over, Sean, I gotta show you that. You didn't see that. Yeah. Oh, it's all over there. It's all over there. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
That's great.
So he finds this one bird, and he's like, it can retract its wings and put out legs to walk, or fins and tail to swim, or it can travel on land. So it's like a land, sea, air thing. Mm-hmm. It just looks like a bird to me. He's all like amazed that it can like take out its like legs and walk. It's like, sure, right? Like any penguin or whatever. So he's got his whole menagerie now. He's got a mirror guy too. So he goes to the space bank. He goes, I want to exchange my Barakian living money for liquid money on the World Alpha or whatever. So they're like, sure, that'll be 4 gallons of liquid money, do you? They have a whole bunch of weird like money things in these issues. I think this one especially.
Oh yeah, especially this one. Yes, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, is there a restraining bolt on these walking coins? Like,
Nope.
Yeah.
I love the weird money.
So,
Liquid
anyways,
money.
while he's doing this, that weird bird is flying around, and he's like, drill beasts can open an emergency airlock door while they're all staring at omnibeast. So it's a whole plan with this Legion of Monsters. And they go in, they start like kicking ass, and that multi-eye guy destroys guys. Like,
no, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, he's destroying these guys, man.
They're all
Like,
burning alive, right?
they're burning alive. Like, what the heck? This is insane. Okay, like, I don't know. I was just okay. So I was just like, holy crap! This is look. They're getting nailed here. That one guy's getting like, look, it's like he's falling over.
Yeah.
Oh
So my God! Science police come by. I like the science police swing by the Legion, and they give them this assignment. I like assignments. So
yeah,
like,
I love assignments.
Like strange monsters led by a youth who calls himself Monster Master looted big sums from the space bank, and they're like, we'll get right on his trail at once, right? So and once again, it's Sunboy in the lead here.
I'm telling you, Sunboy's getting a big push.
Yeah,
they love this character. They really want to get him in there.
Yeah.
Well, I never voted for him.
No.
When they used to, no, they had fan elections for leader back in the 70s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And I voted, but I never voted for him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you could actually really vote, right?
Yep.
That's cool.
Every
That's
6
pretty
months,
cool.
they let fans vote.
Huh. That's really neat.
They should bring that back, like fan participation.
I used to vote. One time, you know that you could tell fans vote. It's one time Dream Girl won, for God's sake, in the bronze.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I voted for Cosmic Boy most of the time.
So they describe the guy's powers, and they immediately know it's Jungle King. They're like, oh, it's got to be that Jungle King a-hole that came in the other day. So he boasted that after stealing our money, he'd go after the rarest jewels in the universe, like Brainiac 5. You're the most brilliant scientist, one of the rarest of all jewels. And he's like, the Comet jewels, but they're only found in Sky City, and no criminal has ever been able to raid Sky City, except for today. So they go... There he is. That's what you've been working on for the past 2 minutes. Is like,
yeah. I was like, well, because Sean's explaining this, so I can find other little quirky things. I also have this where Vince Viota's quads. That's for our buddy Joe in the chat. It's like we love when quads get blown. All right, anyways, continue.
Yeah, so they go there and everyone's at the ready. They know this is going to happen, right? And some guy on the Sky City is like, "What a ridiculous buffoon! One man with a few strange beasts threatening to destroy mighty Sky City." And they talk more shit. But anyways, the earthquake beast does his thing and shakes it's a big tower and shakes the tower. And the Legion come, they fight the mirror thing first, but the mirror thing, of course, can reflect like whatever power you throw at it, right? And so it reflects back like Sunboy stuff. Like, the mirror monster reflected your radiance back on us. Turn it off, Sunboy. You idiot. So then Bouncy Boy's doing his thing, and the eye monster shoots him with lightning. And he's like, my power of super bouncing saved me. So
I don't. I feel like they say things for him that don't. It's like, no, I don't sense. I don't really get what happened there. Like,
I'm cool too, kids. Like, you know.
Yeah, my super bouncing saved me. No, it didn't. Like, I don't believe you. I need. I am not Montel Williams. I require evidence. That was.
Yeah.
That was when they're making fun of the psychics. Yeah, they're making fun of the psychic mediums. He's like, sorry, I'm not Montel Williams. I require evidence. Sorry, I was watching some stuff about psychics and how like they're so fake.
Yeah, I can't remember her name that was on that show.
Sylvia Brown. Everybody
Sylvia Brown, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm like the heavyweight. I'm the champion of the psychics and the mediums and making fun of all that.
Yeah, she's gone now, but she wrote tons of books. Anyway,
Right.
so meanwhile on Sky City, they've lost faith in the Legionnaires like immediately. You know, like the Legionnaires can't face those monsters. Give them the comet jewels, he demands, and save our city. It's like immediately. They haven't even like fought yet. Yeah. Like, you guys have no faith. You're talking shit before, and now you're all like, "Oh my god, give them the jewels."
I listen. I have to tell you, I was a bit with Monster Master because they're like, you think you're gonna get these jewels, you piece of trash, you're not getting shit. And then it's like, oh shit, he's getting them.
Oh god, yeah.
You know, you guys talk to
beast or whatever. It's like
yeah, you talk to big game. You know, it's like, well, now you're not talking much anymore, your boys.
You know, every place you go, there's always someone who thinks he's a badass, right?
So that Monster Master is a bad mother.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Shaft.
So,
all right.
So Brainiac 5 is like, we've got to save Sky City, even if Monster Master gets the jewels. Quick, our ship and a long cable are the only chance. So they like tie a cable around to prop it back up, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we barely prevented Sky City's doom, and we failed to prevent the theft of the greatest treasure. And it's like the Legion got our ass kicked, right? You know, he doesn't really say that, but and then Saturn Girl's like, this is now a feud between us and Monster Master. Like, they're gonna butt heads now. We must have a showdown in which either the Legion of Superheroes or the Legion of Monsters will win. It's like, end of part 1.
And that's awesome. And now, and guys, for part 2, we're gonna have to turn a page and then get there.
Yeah.
Cut him.
I don't think you could do it, Gyron. All right, part 2.
He's trying.
Oh, he got bigger.
So
this guy's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if it's another earthquake beast or just like the scaling is all over the place.
So who's flying at him?
Yeah. So
who's flying at him from the top there? Who is that?
I can't tell.
I drew the marked lot. Oh, it's
Is it Chameleon Boy?
Who draws the marked lot? It's Bouncing Boy.
Oh, I thought it was Chameleon Boy.
I'm giving it away, but yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was Bouncing Boy too, but I'm not sure now.
So.
He's more svelte here, but
right.
Anyway.
Right.
So here, like Saturn Girl, it does her thought casting stuff and figures out where planets are and where the characters are and everything. It's like, holy crap! Could you do this all the time? What was this?
Right.
So it's like with my thought casting power, I read in Monster Master's thoughts that his next loot will be flowers. It's a good work, Saturn Girl. We must head for the world of giant flowers, I guess. And the I think the seeds are worth a fortune or whatever. So
yeah,
it won't be easy to stop with monsters. We got our ass kicked a couple times there, and Sunborn's like, oh, we've got to outwit them with strategy. I have a plan. Listen, so his plan is gonna get kiboshed here, but so they go to the flower planet, and Saturn Girl's like, my thought casting. And I can, I'm thought casting. I can telepathically sense that Monster Master is not far ahead. It's like, holy crap! Could you always do this? Like, where's this power? So, well, land quickly, Brainiac 5. We'll use our anti-gravity belts to patrol the planet. So they go, and Bouncing Boy's like, I want to go too. And Brainiac 5's like, no, you stay your ass here. It's like, we have a plan that involves specifically these 3 guys. Stay, right? So then
I feel like this was very reasonable.
Yeah, and then they start talking shit. And they're
like, they're like,
I hate to leave him behind, but he's Bouncing Boy. What the hell is he gonna do? And
yeah,
like, I know, right? Like, what the hell? Like, so
Bouncing Boy can't cut the mustard here. Like, to be honest, like this guy, I don't know.
So,
all right,
Chameleon Boy, Brainiac 5, and Sun Boy are on this mission. And they find the driller monster, and they somehow have a net big enough to trap it. And then Chameleon Boy is like, okay, I'm gonna turn the driller the thing is, he doesn't have the powers of the driller monster.
Right.
So he can be found out, but he looks exactly like the driller monster, right? So he's going to follow the path of destruction back to the monster master. So he comes back and the guy's like, Drill Beast, you were supposed to stay with the ship, but you can help open this, right? He's like, oh crap, I don't want to be found out. So meanwhile, Bouncing Boy is like, Saturn Girl could take care of the ship. I'm going to bounce my way over like an asshole. But he bounces into like a rubber plant or something and bounces twice as high. And Monster Master's like, there's Bouncing Boy, so I guess the Legion's here. What an a-hole, right? So
I should have played the 50 minus 50 DKPS for that one.
For that one, I know.
I don't have any other. Do I have any other here? I can give this one. It's like Bouncing Boy
and loving it.
And that it's like it's like I bounced high and gave away the Legion's secret plans. That's only the second time this month I've done that.
Why are you here, Ben? We rejected that rainbow chick. It's like what the hell? Anyway,
yeah, maybe we can get that rainbow chick to come back. Like she was kind of neat. Like
she's kind of neat. Like I just want to like look at that rainbow or whatever. So yeah, he's like, everyone retreat, man. Let's go back to the ship. And some boy's like, Bouncing Boy, what the hell? And he's like, I'm afraid it's all my fault. Like, you know, why they retreated. And he's like, I wanted to take part in the fight and followed you, but I accidentally bounced too high. And they're kind of reasonable. Like, they're mad, but they're trying to think. It's good leadership skills of the situation, right?
Right.
I've ruined everything. Like, with Chameleon Boy as a spy in the Monster Legion, we had a chance for a surprise mop-up, but you spoiled it. And then some boy's like, hurry, back to the ship. He looks so disappointed. He's like, hurry, ... back to the ship, right? So
I think Sunboy was taking point on this one. So he's like, man, I'm leading my first mission. And then this douche has to like bounce us out or like, come on.
And he's like, it's Chameleon Boy I'm worried about. He's in that ship. He's posing as the driller monster. I hope Monster Master doesn't discover him. And then Saturn Girl's like, they're too far away for me to contact them telepathically. I hope Chameleon Boy is clever. So meanwhile, he's like, okay, as long as I maintain this, but I'm getting tired, right? You know, and they go to Monster Master goes to another planet and parks his ship in like a cave, and Chameleon Boy is like, okay, I'll turn back to Chameleon Boy, give myself a rest, and
can he
try to radio back, right?
How long can he stay as can he maintain it? Is there a limitation to his powers later on or no?
To whose?
To like Chameleon Boy, like does he have to revert back?
No. It's his is his powers are organic. I mean they're
okay. So he could theoretically made as that driller monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Monster Master picks up the signal and sicks that weird bird on him, and so he turns into the bird to confuse the bird.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah,
I thought that was really cool. It would confuse an animal. It's like, okay, wait, what's happening? Because it can't comprehend that that was something else, and then now it's this thing or whatever. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. So now he's like, well, with the radio signal, they're gonna come here, so I gotta get out of here now. And Brainiac 5 and Sunboy and Bouncing Boy are all like on this mission to try and get Chameleon Boy, and they find him. So that's great.
Oh, and there you are.
Pardon?
Like, oh, there you are. Sorry.
Yeah, and they're all smiling and stuff. So, and Bouncing Boy is like, thank God he's not dead. That would have been my fault. So,
yeah. Bouncing Boy is like, oh, phew.
So they track the bird and follow the bird back to. So I hadn't realized at this point they hadn't figured out that the Monster Master is hiding on the monster planet. Like they had, I thought it was obvious. I thought they knew that or no, but I guess they didn't know that until they followed the bird, right? So like, oh, the monster planet, duh. So they go there.
Yeah. So you think you're the monster master, eh? Well, where's your hideout? The monster
The
planet?
flower planet. Yeah, anyway.
Oh man.
So, so anyways, he's like, the monster masters, you remain here. If the superheroes land, destroy them by causing terrific earthquakes and all that. That mist monster's back that he rejected before, and he really wants to help. And he's like, "No, get away from me! You suck. Your power isn't that great."
Yeah.
So, anyways, they're
So-
all afraid of the. Pardon?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the Legion's all afraid of the earthquake beast, because they're like, it always kicks their ass, man, and so they draw lots to fight it, which I think is cowardly. Just all attack at the same time. So they're like, who wants?
Can't
to do
they
it?
all just do it? Like,
Yeah. So then Bouncy Boy is like super excited that he drew a lot. And they're like, oh, because they know that he's useless. Like, oh no, Bouncy Boy, you can't hope to defeat the Monster Master merely with your superpower of bouncing.
Yeah, they're like,
Let
oh,
us
it's
take
like,
your place. Yeah. So Bouncing Boy flies off. He's like, no, I'm gonna do this and prove myself. So he bounces and he bounces out of the way of the earthquake monster.
Mhm.
And the earthquake monster shoves his rattling tail into a cliffside and earthquakes it, and all the rubble falls on him. And
Did you bass a certain part though? I guess we shouldn't say it, should we? When they talk about Saturn Girl, it being too rough a job for a girl.
Oh, they do say that.
oh shoot, I missed that. I missed it. Sorry, I was gonna say something about that. Yeah, so when they draw lots, Brainiac 5 is like, we'll draw lots for the job, excluding Saturn Girl because it's too risky a mission for a girl. It's like,
sorry, ladies.
Ooh, I don't know.
She's been the MVP of this thing. It's like, I sense across the cosmos that he's on this planet. Like she's been super important. And they're like, nah, forget it. Right?
It was
She can control the
1963.
monsters. I thought that was a thing, right?
Yeah, I'm looking. It was 1963, but I can tell you this: I've been looking at a lot of these letters pages in these adventure comics. We have Supergirl a lot. They have Legionnaires a lot,
Mhm.
and they always say comics were always for boys, and they were predominantly the audience. So I don't know, but there are a lot of letters from girls in these comics. So
That's
they probably
awesome.
wouldn't be surprised if they heard a little something about this. I'm going to check future letters pages to see if they get called to the carpet on it.
It's like, how come you're not gonna? Yeah, here's the real earthquake right there.
Oh, crap.
What's your finishing move? Well, I sit on people's faces. Like,
I love Earthquake. He's one of my favorite
Yeah, I know.
wrestlers. It's like
Yeah.
he sits on you. That's a special move. I'm like, sounds
the whole
awesome
thing
to
with
me.
Hogan, where you like gave Hogan 7, like
Yeah,
every
he-
kid watched that in like there's Saturday Night's Main Event or something like that.
Yeah,
And
Brother
it's like
Love.
the following Monday, we're all like freaking out about it.
Like, oh my God, Hulk Hogan took 7 earthquakes. Like,
Oh,
what
he
is
broke
going
his
on?
ribs and stuff. It's like, psh, yeah. Anyway,
All right, so back to
so
okay,
yeah,
Bouncing Boy.
so the earthquake monster is defeated, and the mist monster is like, he really wants to help, but then he gets mad at the monster master for not letting him into his monster menagerie, right? And he's like, this weird monster gas creature, it's grabbing me. It's angry because I wouldn't let it join my monster legion. It's changing to gas, and it holds me. It's as it holds me, it's changing me to vapor too. I never knew it had this power to vaporize anything it grabs, and then he disappears. So,
Yeah.
so he rejected. So, anyways, Bouncing Boy is like, it's ironical, which isn't a word. It's ironic, but anyway. A rejected monster destroyed him just as he tried to destroy us because we rejected him. And it's like the monsters he commanded have gone back to their natural life. We'll leave the earthquake monster to die in that rubble. Let's hope they stay there and that no one ever forms another legion of super monsters. The end.
So that monster was intelligent, apparently, because he understood that he was being rejected.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it.
No, he didn't like it.
Wow. Ironical.
I like this whole
indeed.
story. I like the concept of the super monsters and
I love that.
team. And they really highlighted each monster's powers too. And they're intimidating. Like they didn't know what to do with that earthquake monster. It's really awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, this was
Master.
this was pretty good.
Yeah.
And like, there's a villain. This guy, I mean, this creature saved the day, really.
Yeah.
Like
that's what defeats the guy.
Yeah.
Like not the Legion, but yeah.
Yeah, the Legion didn't do it. They sent Bouncing Boy out, and he didn't do anything.
Wow. By the way, Jay, but I sent you a picture in DM of my Legion shirt with a interlac.
I got it. Oh wow, that's awesome. Was that from Bearded Shirts?
You know, it's been a while. I think it may have been from T Public.
Oh, I use T Public all the time.
Sure, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't remember now. Some of these shirts, most of my Legion shirts, I have gotten from them, from Bearded, but
yeah, I use T Public as well.
They're pretty cool, but Bearded rocks.
But
I can't remember if they did that one. But anyway, yep. Long live the Legion and Interlac. I love that shirt.
That is awesome. Well, there you go. That is our 3 for this week. Let's take a look at what's coming up. Is it just the next Adventure Comics again?
Yeah, from what I can see, it will be Adventure Comics 10, 11, 12.
10, 11, 12.
Whoa. Oh, my.
Oh, what's going on in 10, 11, 12?
Well, I mean,
10, 11, 12.
I love how, 11 and 12 are Legion of Superhero covers, too. So we're getting close to that point where they just Legion's starting to, not always, but, I think maybe always at this point. Maybe not always, but they're kind of getting on the covers a lot more now.
Yeah, it looks like it's mostly Adventure Comics with like a couple of random, like Superman's pal or
this
girlfriend.
Jimmy Olsen. Now again, I always check those and see if it's just 2 seconds they're showing up in a panel or something,
And we're gonna skip those because we'll be here forever if we
just an actual story with them, right? Yeah,
right. Yeah, and there's no point, and I'm not buying those. Like, so my current list of what I need to buy does not include those. I'm gonna grab obviously the Superboys, but anything Adventure Comics, anything with Legion, I'm getting,
Sure.
And I'll get the Superboy. I'm collecting it anyways, so it doesn't matter. And then once I think it's 258 or whatever it is, once it's Legion, from that point on, I'll get it till it's done. But yeah, I'm not gonna get Superman's pal issue whatever. Like this is like, I'm sure it'd be like a 1-pager thing or something. They just show up for a second.
I'll make sure. I'll take a look at it. If it's an actual story, it's one thing, but I don't think it is. So.
No, yeah. So for me, Legion of Superheroes. Adventure Comics, Legion only are the ones that I've got on my lists here on my phone. I will get Karate Kid, just because that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Legion book in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll definitely cover that. And maybe for Karate Kid, it's 15. Is it 15 issues?
I think it's something like that. And then there's a cool JLA JSA crossover that also features the Legion, which is a good one down the road. Down the
road, yeah.
Then you have, aside from their own series, there was a couple of mini series. First, it was Secrets of the Legion, that's a ways away yet, but I'm just saying, into the 80s, there was a Cosmic Boys series, and there was a series called Legionnaires 3, which those, but that are really good stuff. But for the most part, it's their own series at a certain point,
Yeah, so these are still the big ones. Like where the Adventure. This is like what I was with when I was reading those Superboys. It's like these are really cool. Like I like all of these right now. We've got 12 votes now. Element Lad is still in the lead with 67%, but Jungle King or Monster Master is 8%, and Lightning Lass is 25%.
There you go.
So she got a couple of votes as well.
Yeah, they like I said, they went after Adventure. I think they were in the back. They were in the back of Superboy for a while.
Yep.
Not Action or Superboy or something like that, and then maybe Superboy, and then they took over his title.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I like the Superboys, but like, I mean, it is.
Yeah, I'm glad it did that. I mean,
it's kind of cool. Yeah, it looks like. I mean, really, it's like for the foreseeable future, it's going to be Adventure Comics.
Yes.
There again, we may skip some of these. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, like literally for the next like 6-7 weeks it'll be Adventure Comics, unless something happens in Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane number 47 that
Right.
but I don't think it's going to. There's 3 stories in that, and I'm reading the titles of the stories, and it doesn't seem like.
Nah, it'll say it in the database. I'll check it all out, but I'll actually look at every panel and make sure. So
Yeah, and
every page
I'll
make sure.
Cool. So I guess Clubby, your stream's in an hour and 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, since tomorrow's the 4th of July, I thought I would do a little celebrate, like a little patriotic thing. I'm gonna review my very first Captain America comic, which was, of course, Captain America 168 from 1970. What was it? 71 or 2? I can't remember. It's but I got it as a Power Records first when I was a kid.
Oh, awesome!
But I'm gonna review that, just a little bit.
Is that tonight?
Yes, sir.
Which one is it? Captain America
168. And it's the first. It was when I got it though. This was a reprint of a Power record. It came with the Power Records where there's a little 45, whatever. And that's how I taught myself to read with those things. But yes, it's a Captain America and the Falcon issue. That's what I've always said when I first saw Cap. It was with the Falcon. But a week from tonight though, I'm going to be celebrating and do a little bit more than just a week from tonight though. But this month, the Avengers and the X-Men both came out the same week, 60 years ago this week.
Yep.
Wow. Yes.
In July. So I'm going to celebrate that pretty much. So
great.
Awesome.
Imagine that. Go to the newsstand and you get Avengers #1 and X-Men #1.
Jeez. One of the guys who's one of my subscribers, and he has a channel as well. He went to that, I guess, Heroes Con. That's a big
buddy of mine went to that too. A couple of my friends went to them.
And he picked up Avengers #4, and it was damaged a bit, but like the cover's intact, and it was one of the graded copies. I don't know what grade it was, like a 2 or something.
Yeah.
But I think I guess in American he paid like $600, which I think is pretty awesome. Like that seems like
wow, yeah.
Right. So like Sean, that's like what? Like that's probably like what, 900-ish, 950 Canadian.
Yeah, it's more here, but
that's pretty
but under 1,000 is pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little great, but still, I mean, you get it, you have it.
You got
say you have Avengers.
You got slabbed or what?
It's slabbed or whatever, yeah. I mean, I'll take a slabbed one if the price is reasonable. My problem with the slabbed things is that the price is usually unreasonable, and I can't spend that on it. That's my problem.
No, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
We got a show this coming weekend that's at some like old abandoned firehouse, like nothing, like thousands and thousands of comics and figures. It's just about an hour away. But my buddies and I, we went last week, and it's free. Everybody just walk in and free. It's like all day Saturday. And it's it's gonna be pretty big.
So is that the one you sent pictures of? Is that the place where you showed pictures? It was like a warehouse. You and Mark. Oh, maybe that was Mark's. That was maybe on Mark. Maybe Mark sent.
No, that was the one Mark went to that place called McCain's.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to go there. Yeah. But this is just like a show. This is like a little weird kind of out of the way show that I don't know how big the attendance is going to be, but just about dealers. So Mo said this is going to be thousands of comics, and said some figures too. So
awesome.
Like I said, we went to a shop last week that had nothing but back issues and some figures. Didn't even mess with new crap. It was tiny.
Yeah, I've really stripped down. I contacted my comic guy, and I was like, I've got to take away some comics. Like I was buying too many new comics, and I don't really like a lot of them. Yeah. So I'm sticking with my Spawn stuff, which I do like Spawn. And I'm sticking with the Superman Lost and Superman, or like I'll always keep Superman, but that's pretty much it. I'll get Fire and Ice. I don't know if you guys are fans. I know Sean's a fan of Fire and Ice, the cartoon.
Yeah.
There's a comic adaptation, either sequel or prequel coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not Roy Thomas and because they're the ones who primarily did a lot of the stuff with the animated film.
Right.
But Frazetta's name is kind of the name that everyone is on it. So Roy Thomas is not happy. No, he's not happy that he wasn't consulted for this prequel comic or whatever. But I can't look. I can't get in. I love the cartoon. I'm buying this comic. I don't.
That'll blame you. That'll blame you.
So,
Well, that's what they rely on, right?
Right. And if it sucks, I'm not going to get any more. So that's
the Frazetta comics in general have been really good. Like what
have been good
coming out with. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Dawn Attack. I like the Death Dealer.
Right.
Mothman is okay, but Dawn Attack's really good, and Death Dealer's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sean, what's going on? What are you doing? What's coming up?
I've been lax on my channel, but I have something special planned for Saturday. I'm going to be live streaming and a big watch party of a very special TV special I remember as a kid called UFO Cover Up Live. All of the commercials are in it. It was hosted by Mike Farrell from MASH, and it had a bunch of like insiders from one and all that stuff. It's great, and they have this guy's voice and everything.
Oh my god!
This is an incredible find. Do yourself a favor and tune into my channel 8 p.m. this Saturday. All the 80s commercials are in it. It's incredible stuff. So yeah.
I love Alien Autopsy was my ultimate favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
Jonathan Frakes hosting that, and he's like, it's like make up your own mind, and it's like, and he's like so angry because he like doesn't believe it at all. End,
he's like, I think it's a fake. It's like, okay, well, that's your opinion, man. Yeah.
Oh man, listen, if number one says it's fake, it's fake. That's it. You don't need to question it.
Like you just posted this whole thing and you undercut it at the end.
Well, it's fake, which is great too, because it's like it is actually fake.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I love
all that stuff. This is from like 35 years ago, and we still go around the same circles of like, here's another insider saying the same things. It's like, it's you can choose to believe it, but it's entertaining and fun. Yeah,
I love those.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. So 1 week. Is 1 week from today? Are we? Where are we? Are we Earth?
Oh yeah, we got Earth B. I will have that sussed out for you. Give me a couple days, and I'll give you what we got. I'll make a decision on what we're doing there. Hopefully, the next couple days, and send that to you.
Awesome. So that'll be the July 10th.
Yep,
we'll be on your channel, same time. So 7 p.m. Eastern. So same time as this started, but on Clobbery's channel, Earth B, and then the week after that is back to Legion.
Yes,
and we're going to go from there. All right. Thanks, everybody in the chat. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Well, we will, I guess, see you in a week. In a week on his channel, and then again. All right. Take it easy.
Hey, friends. You've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.